What's going on, guys? Yering with Hardy Tech, and welcome to Pokemon Leaf Green version, the Egglocke run. That is right, I said Egglocke. This is the introduction video. Don't worry, you still have a chance to send in eggs. We haven't got to that part yet. But before we get started today, let me explain to you guys just what an Egglocke is, if for some reason you live under a rock and have absolutely no clue. Well, an Egglocke is a variation of the Nuzlocke run, and if you don't know what a Nuzlocke run is, well, you got some splaining to do because that's really kind of pathetic. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and we'll just assume you're not the smartest person, okay? I apologize. But a standard Nuzlocke run works like this. You can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on each route. If you kill that Pokemon, you do not get a Pokemon on that route. If it runs away, you don't get a Pokemon on that route. If you don't have any Pokeballs, you don't get a Pokemon on that route. Now, sometimes it does differ on whether or not, on when exactly a Nuzlocke run starts. Some people say it starts as soon as you start the game. Some people say it starts when you get Pokeballs. I will be playing it that it starts when you get Pokeballs in this version. So, it is really up to your choice. Now, probably the biggest rule of Nuzlocke runs is that if a Pokemon faints, it is dead forever, as in gone, as in you will never be allowed to use it again, and if you touch it, then the Grim Reaper will come and rip your face off. So don't use it. You must put it in a box, or you can release it. Either way, you can't use it anymore. And if all of your Pokemon die, as in you have absolutely nothing left, you lose the game, as in you have to restart because you suck. Got it? Now, the third, it's mostly optional, but it's pretty much accepted that is like the rule of Nuzlocke runs is you must nickname every Pokemon you have. And this is to try to to make a bond between you and your Pokemon so that when that Pokemon dies, it is more heartbreaking and you actually feel upset about it. To create a bond. So we are going to be nicknaming every one of our Pokemon, just as always, as we do in my Nuzlocke runs. Now, where does the Egglocke come in? Well, when you catch a Pokemon on a route, assuming you catch it and it doesn't, you don't kill it or whatever, you do not use that Pokemon. That Pokemon becomes a coupon, which you then turn in for an egg, which you will have in your box. And you will then hatch the egg, and you will use rare candies to get that Pokemon up to whatever level it was before. So, that's pretty much an Egglocke run. It's just a normal Nuzlocke run, but instead of using a Pokemon you catch, you turn them into eggs, and you use those Pokemon donated by subscribers. I will be telling you guys how to donate eggs in a minute. Don't worry about that. So, let's get started with our Leaf Green adventure. New game. So, how will you guys be donating? Okay, so a little backstory before I get to donating eggs. For about the past 3 weeks or so, or however long I've had this Nuzlocke run plan, it was just a normal Leaf Green Nuzlocke, because I wanted to do this in tribute to Blacklight Attack, because his Leaf Green Nuzlocke is what inspired me to start making Pokemon videos. So I thought it'd be nice to do a little bit of a tribute to him and do my own Leaf Green Nuzlocke. And then about 2 days ago, I'm like, well, you know what, if I'm just going to be doing a normal non-hacked game, I have to do something to make it more exciting instead of just a Nuzlocke. So I'm like, well, I'll let them decide what I'm going to do. I'll have like 3 options, like a randomizer, a wedlock, and a third option I couldn't think of at the time. Well, I'm like, well, geez, what can I name, or what could that third option be? And I've been thinking, and I'm like, is it possible to do an Egglocke? I assumed it wasn't possible to do an Egglocke on 3rd gen games because you can't use Pokegen or Pokesav on 3rd generation games. So, what am I going to nickname him? Or name him? I'm going to name him, I don't know, Rufus. Why not? And but I decided to do a little bit of research into it, and I found out it actually is possible to hack eggs into the game. So I started doing research, and I've been trying to figure out the program. I spent about 2 hours trying to figure out how to get this program to work, and I finally did. And after spending all that time doing it, I'm like, you know what? Screw the other ones. I've done randomizers before, and I honestly didn't want to do a wedlock, but a lot of people have been like, already do a wedlock, oh my god. So, those people. I'm like, I really want to do another Egglocke, and it's kind of weird that like Egglocks have pretty much been like the thing to do in the Pokemon community lately, and it's kind of weird. I did mine, and I inspired HoodlumScrafty to start his, and once he started doing his, pretty much everybody and their mother started doing Egglocke runs, and it's so now who knows, maybe after this a bunch of people will start doing 3rd gen Egglocke runs, because I think I'm like the first one in recent history to do a 3rd gen Nuzlocke run or Egglocke run, but I get, I can't possibly know that for sure. I might be wrong, but pretty much all the ones I've seen have been like of 4th gen or 5th gen games, so who knows. Now, how do you donate eggs? There is a link, very top of the description. It will take you to a tutorial that I did. It will like 99% chance be unlisted. On that tutorial, it will show you how to use the program and how to submit the egg. Now, please do not be a smartass and go not watch the video and immediately just download the program, because if you do that and you try to figure it out on your own, there's a really good chance that my phone is going to interrupt me. Dang it. There's a really good chance you're going to mess it up. So please actually watch the video and do as I tell you to do, okay? So just click the link in the top of the description. That tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use the program. I'll be showing you how to submit your eggs and exactly what you have to do it correctly. So please just do that. And you can submit eggs. I think I'm going to give you guys like 2 days to submit eggs. Once the Egglocke run starts, you will not be able to submit any more eggs. And I will be giving you guys the save file so you can play along. Don't worry. The bad news is with this save file that you're going to have to be playing with my character's name. You're going to have to be playing with Hardy, and your rival is going to have to be Rufus. That's the way it's going to be. Like, that's the only way that I'll be able to give that out to you guys. Is I don't believe there's any way to change the character's name. If you can figure out a way to change the character's name, then, you know, good for you. Go for it. But if you guys want to play along, you're gonna have to play along as Hardy. And I'm not even gonna bother counting this because we're gonna be putting our Bulbasaur in the box soon, anyways. So in today's video, I will just be playing up until I get to Viridian City, because I actually need to be able to reach a Pokemon Center in order to hack the eggs into the game. So I'm like, well, in the introduction video, I'll explain what's going on, and then I'll get up to Viridian City, and we'll just pause there, and then you guys can go submit your eggs. So, yeah. Hopefully, I think you guys will be excited for this. I hope that you guys can understand this tutorial, because this program is very, very easy to mess up. When I was trying to teach myself how to use it, I kept getting bad eggs, and it's of 3rd gen hacking for this kind of thing is overall apparently pretty freaking difficult. So please follow the tutorial. I really don't want to get a bunch of bad eggs and it just having it completely broken. Hopefully you guys can actually have it work. That would be very nice. So don't try to pretend that you know everything, because this program and what you have to do in this is actually relatively complicated and is very easy to mess up. Plus there's special rules for submitting eggs and all that. So like I said, if you want to submit an egg, click the link down in the description. That's going to do it for today, guys. In the introduction video of my Leaf Green Nuzlocke, next time we will be starting our journey by trading in Bulbasaur for our starter Pokemon. So until next time, I'm Hardy Tech Yo-Yo. Peace!